Hello, this is Beth with the new moon reading for January. And the two texts we're using today are Angel Prayers and Anomalous Os Fortuna. So the first card comes from Angel Prayers, and it's Leap of Faith. And the little tagline says, "I'm ready to take a leap, angels. Thank you for doing it with me." I kind of think she reminds me of like a superhero. Pow, pow, it needs to be like got out of my way to take this leap. And this is that leap of faith that something is or something is not. Because even if something is not, you're still taking a leap of faith that it isn't. Unless it's an absolute fact. But, it's like, what do you need to leap for in your life? What is calling for this leap of faith? To trust yourself that much that you can just leap and know and let it happen for you. And the next card is Queen of Swords. How are you stuck in your head? How are you thinking too much about this leap? What if it goes wrong? What if it doesn't work? What if it is glorious? We tend to use the brain to think of all the bad things. All the bad things. Let's make a list of the bad things that are going to happen if we take a leap of faith. My God, my head's going to explode right now. Probably not. Let's take a moment and work on the good things that could happen if you make this leap of faith. What happens if you can use your rationality to work on to making that leap, as opposed to shutting the leap down? Instead of saying, "Oh, I just don't think I can do that." My what ifs say no. No, it could be bad. It could be horrible. My head's exploding right now because I might do it. Because, your head's probably not going to explode, really. Is it? Probably not. But, that way of rationalizing things that we're kind of afraid to do. Step into the unknown. Because leaps of faith are things of the unknown. And it's okay to be afraid of it, but you can't let yourself be talked out of it all the time. And there's a difference between a gut intuition feeling of like, this is not for me, or this is going to be bad, as opposed to the sitting down and thinking of all the possibilities that are probably not going to be true. There's different aspects of this. How do I deal with the leap of faith? How do I deal with the Queen of Swords? And using my head for what is the best for me, as opposed to using it in a derogatory manner to talk myself out. Because it's fine to list the cons. It's fine to consider what isn't working, what might not work, what could go wrong. But you also got to consider the pros. Because we got this leap of faith we got to make. And if we keep talking ourselves out of it, we're never going to know what happens if we take it. And I think it's time we take that leap of faith. And it's kind of an interesting conclusion because it's the Hermit. But this Hermit to me is always much more flowing, much more that I'm going to go be the light of the dark than the holing up in a hole kind of Hermit. How are you going to fly? How are you going to take that Hermit and just fly and go and shine that light? Be that beacon. So you can make a leap of faith. So you cannot be stuck in your head. And you can just go. You can grab that lantern and let it shine. How can you let this flow? How can you kind of get out of your little hermitage? Because, everyone needs those moments of reflection. And especially introverts, that's where you recharge. I completely get it because that's how I recharge. I'm not a people recharger. You cannot plug me into a room full of people and expect me to not want to spend the next day by myself, at least. And I'm kind of a middle introvert. I'm not one of the extremes. So I get it, people who are extreme introverts. I do. Very good at understanding why you need to hold up But at the same time, if you don't come out every once in a while, we're not going to see your light. And what about that leap of faith? How can you make this happen? Who do you need to shine for? I mean, because you don't have to shine for the world. You just got to shine for yourself. You got to shine for yourself and your peeps, your friends. It doesn't have to be the whole world. It doesn't have to be a large amount of people. Shine for who you need to. And there's, it's kind of this, it feels like it keeps coming back to this Queen of Swords and that thought of, oh, what if I do this? What will happen? What will go wrong? Energy. It circles back to that. And it feels like that talking yourself out of being the light as opposed to, oh, it's the hermit. I should just hole up and be my little hermit crab in my little shell and not go out ever again. But what if you do? And what if you smile at someone and change their world? If you're that shining light, it's that simple, people. Take a leap of faith. Let's do it. Don't overthink it. Leap, 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 leap. Be that superhero in your own life. Don't get caught up in the what ifs. What if it's horrible? What if it's absolutely glorious? What if it's wondrous? Because there are times to be hermit crabs and there's times to be the shining light and movement. Which do you want to be? The hermit crab or the light shining out? For those who need it in your life, make your leap. It's time. Thank you so much for watching, and because I started doing these for a Facebook group and my email newsletter people a few months ago before I started doing them for you on YouTube. And I really enjoy doing the new moon and the full moon readings, and I wanted to bring that aspect of it into the readings that I do on my website. So until, I don't know when, really I don't know, let's say at least 3 months, there are going to be new and full moon readings for the introductory price of $20. So it's a short, sweet, basically if you've been watching these, it's this kind of format where we pick out a guide card and then 2 other cards. So it's this kind of format, but written, not video. So if you're interested, links down below. Love to do a reading for you. I love doing readings. They're just so fun. But so I'll leave a link below so you can book one if you so desire to. Alrighty. Thank you for watching. Much love to you all. Take that leap. Leaps are fun sometimes. And I will see you back here at the full moon. Bye-bye.